Well, hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Dave coming to you from the fire pit of Southern Maryland. It's Friday afternoon, about 5 o'clock. It's about 40 degrees out. I just had a hey, I'm smoking my pipe. Look at this, my Maryland Meerschaum. Brought it over from the paddock. Brought over a little travel jar of Boswell's Cherry Vanilla. And the reason I did that, I just had a really unexpected good moment. My son said, "Hey, Dad, I kind of want to come out and sit by the fire with you." So I was like, "Holy smoke, dude!" So I got my pipe and I brought a blend that smelled good. I just had an incredible hour and a half with my son sitting there by the fire, which you've watched my other video was preceded by a 2-hour bowling session with all 4 members of my family, which I haven't done in 30 years. In fact, the last time I set foot in a bowling alley, it was for the kids. The kids' friends had birthday parties at the bowling alley back when they were like 5, 10 years old. I hadn't thrown a bowling ball in 30 years or better, probably more than that. Anyways, I had this great all 4 of us, 2 hours bowling, and then get here. My son says, "Hey, I want to come out and sit by the fire with you for a while." Absolutely crazy. And I learned a new phrase today. He saw Carolina Rose's package to me. Crazy nice. But I didn't know what to call her note. Bro note's easy. Ho note's wrong. I think it was Chuck and Piper Bob said it's a dough note. So look at that. I learned something every day. So Sean has gone with Anne Marie over to the horse farm, which is pretty rare. It's sort of an annual event. He goes over and says hi to Lauren's horse, Cooper. Just a good way to spend a little bit of time with Mom. But his horse, whose name was Hey Duke, died on our farm, so we buried him and put a big shrub over him and put a stone on him. So he goes by and says hi to Hey Duke every year as well. Hey Duke was the horse that he had ridden 5 or 6 years in a row out in Wyoming on a dude ranch or a riding ranch called Goosewing Ranch. And he was obviously kind of getting too old to do that kind of work anymore. So I made an offer to the herd owner. I'd like to go ahead and call him out and buy him and bring him to our farm in Maryland. Yeah, he'd never had a stall before. He'd really never been fed hay before. He went from a working horse to an East Coast kept, spoiled horse. He enjoyed his last 3 or 4 years of life with us and with Sean. Sean didn't ride him too much. Just went over and took care of him. It was a bad day when he died. We had to have him put down. We knew it was coming, but still a bad day. It was probably Sean's first real experience with death of something that he loved. So, although a bad experience, it was good for him to begin to experience that. It's part of growing up. It's part of life. Certainly part of a horse farm. You know, anytime you deal in life with animals, you're going to lose them. Death's part of that cycle. Thank you, Greg. I was going to tell you what a special afternoon it was. Spent 2 hours with my family just having fun, and then another hour and a half just sitting at the fire pit with my son just chatting. I don't know, God throws me a sweet one now and then. That was unexpected and definitely a sweet one. So Boswell's cherry vanilla is what's in the pipe. Ooh, it takes me back to my first month as a pipe smoker 2 years ago. I gotta tell you, it's as enjoyable as I remember it. It's like having a piece of hard candy in the bowl, by the way. If you're not an aromatic smoker, don't even go near it. But if you are, cherry vanilla is a great blend, man. It tastes so good. The smoke note in your face is great. The room note around you is fantastic. People love it. Man, this is a crowd pleaser for sure. And I can't tell you how much I'm enjoying it. I can't tell you the last time I smoked it was probably a year or more ago. Sort of like running home to mama. It does taste really good. If you're an aromatic guy, I can't recommend cherry vanilla enough. So my date is confirmed for heading back to Wyoming. Sean and I just talked about it. He was the final piece because I needed to know when he needed or could take delivery of Ranger, and he said the 17th or 18th was perfect. So probably leave here on the 17th. I think that's a Friday. Leave here early Friday morning. That means I get to his house Saturday morning on the 18th. That means I'll probably spend Saturday and Saturday night at his house, and Sunday the 19th I'll finish the drive and head over to the Wyoming house. The Cigar Lands, we got a big inauguration party on Monday. That'll be fun, so I want to be there for that. So that kind of works perfectly. But that means 3 weeks from today we head out, so that's pretty crazy. And I know 3 weeks is nothing in this league. I know it'll be here before I know it. He also said something sweet. He said, Dad, when I come back from that trip, so we're talking March, probably March 1st. He wants me to spend enough time in Denver on the way back that we're going to go skiing together. We used to ski together when he was a kid, and he wants to recreate that. So we going. I haven't stood on skis in a few years, but I'm confident enough on skis. It'll be a fun day. So there's another good thing that he surprised me with. Said, hey, I want a ski day with you. So we'll plan that on the trip back from Wyoming. Pretty nice series of events. Pretty nice set of conversations today. Just pretty much family man day. So one thing that surprised me a little bit, kind of to the good, I guess, from the video yesterday was, by discussion of making friends at 60, and how many of you have responded saying you're kind of all alone, that you have few, if any, if none, friends. I think that's kind of an epidemic across most of the world, to be honest. Friends marry off, die off, move off, and our replacement rate is much slower than our loss rates. We end up going down to one or none. And a couple of comments came in, made me think maybe we're too, our filter, our strainer is too fine to let anyone through. I've made that comment when people are looking for another girlfriend or spouse, whether man or woman. I think sometimes the criteria get so impossibly fine that no existing human could get through it. I think maybe we're doing the same thing with our friends as we approach older age. I don't want to give too many examples, but I said maybe we should, evaluate the criteria through which new friends are put through as we find potentials, whether here on YouTube or around us. Maybe we can cut down on the criteria and just have fun together sometimes. I don't think I'm going to bring up a whole lot of other topics today. I think we'll keep it short tonight. I've had a gentle, wonderful family day. pretty much stayed off the computer, stayed out of the markets today. I've even pretty much stayed off of YouTube. I haven't watched too many videos today. Haven't been through all the comments. Normally by now I've been through all your comments and all my previous videos and got a sense of where we are, but I don't have any of that today. This is a slow morning with Anne Marie. Then Sean got up, and then time with the dogs, and then we did the bowling, and then we came out here, and my daughter actually said something a little bit ago. She said, Dad, we have fast foods up here called Arby's. It's roast beef. He said, Dad, every year I eat one meal at Arby's, and it's with you. I want to do that pretty soon. And then Sean said, well, I'm kind of in on that. And then Anne Marie said, well, I wouldn't mind. So, yet again, my kids surprised me. So they're off. They're going to go, Anne Marie and Sean, when they go to the farm, they're done. They're going to go to Arby's and pick up dinner for all of us. We're going to have an Arby's, just a shit dinner, by the way. But it's just be a family event where Lauren gets her once a year sandwich with her dad. And this time the rest of the family can come with us. So just another example of my kids surprising me. So I think my last topic tonight will be, a number of you said over the last couple of weeks, God, Dave, you live a blessed life, or you have a blessed life. And I've probably said this 100 times on the channel, but I forget how many people have come to the channel in the last few months. So I just want to say it again. So my OGs are going to be like, God, I've heard this 100 times. But guys, I know I live a privileged life. I know I live a blessed life. That's why I end my fireside chats the way I do. I get it. I mean, I'm not trying to take credit for it. I'm not saying it's all my effort. I mean, I know God has chosen to bless me many, many, many times throughout my life and continues to today. So it's not something I take for granted. I don't put any of my stuff I put up on my videos as bragging or holier than thou or better than you. And that's not my point. So when I'm talking about how great my family is and how close we are and these great family events and these great holidays, and then I tell you about how great my paddock is and how great my cars are and how great the Wyoming house is, I mean, I get it. It is a privileged life. I really just say all this to say I know it. It is not lost on me. And I hope in every way I come across as I get it. And I present it as to show you guys a great life. Hopefully you can have it too, and that I'm fully aware it's privileged and I'm blessed every single day. I guess we'll close it out with, a number of you have commented in the last couple of weeks about how you appreciate my candor and openness and my directness, and I just got to tell you straight out, I don't know any other way to be. It's just not who I am. I hate falseness. I promise you, if you meet me, you're going to meet the guy you've gotten to know over the videos. When I'm face to face at a restaurant with my family, Wyoming, Maryland, at a pipe show, I promise you I'm the same guy that you've met. I hate falseness. I hate facades. It's just not who I am. So, and I try to give you real facts, real results, real ideas, real things in my life, because I want you to experience a great life. So guys, we're going to wrap it up. Fire's dying down. The pipe's gone out. My drink is done. Amory and Sean will be home pretty soon. So I hope you had a great Friday. I hope you had a great Christmas week. Gosh, it's all over. It's behind us. So we've got New Year's week coming at us. Hope you got a good weekend in front of you. Hope you got a good New Year's week out in front of you. If you're not making changes, 2025 won't be any different than 2024. The first is going to be a Wednesday. Next Wednesday is going to be just like every other day. So unless we're making changes, 2025 doesn't look a whole lot different. So I hope you got plans in place. Hope you're working them. Hope you're taking action to make 25 your best year yet. All right, guys. May God bless you. May God bless the lives of those around you. May God turn his ear towards your prayer. May he make his face shine upon you. And may he bless your life as he continues to bless mine. All right, guys. We'll talk again tomorrow on Saturday. And I'll say goodnight.